lucky all the same. Sweet taste of vampires crumbling in the gloom. Napkin men with metal hearts around us, drawing nearer, bodies fill the room. Our talking heads parade their faces every day, showing us the way to things
Happy Sunday, everyone! How are you all doing on this hot Sunday? Oh, it is hot for me anyway. I hope it's not as hot for you. Like, seriously. 35 degrees Celsius? It says light rain, but I assure you, it is not raining. It hasn't rained all day. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Daniel, hi there, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. And again, happy Sunday. So let's get right into it, shall we? Now, just like last Sunday, I will be working with vectors today. So let's open the project file for that picture. I still have to rename this. One's ears, others eyes. I don't like this name. It is just a placeholder anyway, so no big deal. Hey, reduce the volume of the song just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better. I hope it's better anyway. Okay, so the last Sunday, I think I have finished Silvertrot, haven't I? No, I haven't. I almost have. For Silvertrot, this little guy over here, I still have to draw his tail, his neck bandana, as well as the right side of his body. So let's get started with... What should I do first? Should I do his tail or should I do the body? I think I'm going to do the body first. Let me just make sure. Okay, 0.5, so that is correct. Okay, let's see. Now, one thing that I thought when I was planning this out was whether or not I should have the bandana be on the same layer as the body. And I think the answer for that should be a yes. It might cause a few troubles to shade when I am using soft shading. When I get this part over here, as well as this section here where the bandana meets his shoulder, but hopefully that should not be too much trouble. When I am working with the hard shading part of this picture, I mean the hard shaded version of this picture, that'll definitely be far less troublesome, but for the soft shading, that can give me a little bit of a headache. Well, not really a headache, but still not as simple as I would hope it to be. Let's begin with his right front leg. Now for this one, I think I will be using a total of 2 lines, and I will have to pointify 3 ends. So here, here, and here. And if I recall correctly, I think I was using... what was it? 3 pixels thickness on the lines? Yes, I think it is. I might need to confirm that. Yes, it was. I remember now. Alright, let's convert these to curve. Give them the shape they need to be, and all corrections and fixes and that sort of stuff will be done afterwards. First, let's get the basics done. And the basics for this is having the leg drawn. There we go. That's the basics for this part. Although this here needs a little bit of changing. You want me to meow, don't you? No problem. I haven't meowed in a while, by the way. My voice is not very good today for meowing. Not if I try to do a more realistic meow, which is what I usually try to do for some reason. So let's just go with a silly meow. It's like an elderly smoking cat. Meow. Meowing is fun for some reason. I don't know why. Actually, sometimes when I am in a silly mood, which lately hasn't been happening very often. Actually, it hasn't happened. It has happened almost never lately, but regardless. Usually when I am in a silly mood, sometimes I catch myself meowing randomly when I am driving. Like, I don't know, I kind of meow along the noises the car makes. Like for example, when I go over, for example, a speed bump, when the front of the car goes up, I go meow. And when the back goes up, I go meow again. So like the car goes over the speed bump, I am like meow meow. I don't know why. Obviously, I am always alone in the car when I do that. Okay, let's do this leg now. Now, I'm not gonna bother with this little corner here. Not now anyway, because like I always say, let's do the basics first. And that means getting the shape of these lines correctly in place. So the leg actually looks like a leg. Once I have this in place, these in place, then I will fix these little mistakes. No, these are not really mistakes, they're just literally rough edges. And is this supposed to be curved like this? Let me take a quick look on the sketch. Well, I can't see Silvertrot with this one. I mean, I can see him, but I need to see his whole body. Here, this will work. Yeah, it is kind of supposed to have that curve. It does curve outwards like that, but then it curves inwards a little bit. I think that is what I haven't really... Well, I have done that. Just that the curve is not quite correct. Well, I have got the basics in place now. So now it is a time that I do the corrections. So let's begin with this corner here. And the way I'm going to fix that one, instead of moving lines around, let's instead delete this anchor point. But if I simply delete this anchor point, the whole line is gonna mess up. Just to show you, there, see, it goes flat. And that is wrong, because I need this curve over here, and it's just gone. So to avoid that from happening, I'm going to make a new anchor point right here, and another one right here. Now these two anchor points that I have just made should preserve everything that is beyond this part over here. This should be preserved, as well as this part here. Everything up here should be preserved. So this curve and this curve should be preserved, which should allow me to delete this anchor point. And if I am doing this correctly, when I delete this anchor point, this whole section of the line should basically snap itself into the position that I need it to be, or at least close to it. So let's see what happens. Yep, there we go, perfect. Exactly as intended. I might be able to delete this one here now. Okay, I can, but the results are not as good. Deleting that one actually yields better results. Okay, so that's good. This corner here, this needs to be rounded up, so let's do the same thing. New anchor point there, another one here, and delete that one. And there we go, all curved very smoothly. Same thing for this one, but I'm going to reuse that one there, and instead just have this new one here and delete this. There we go. Now delete that one. Perfect. Now this one, this corner is way too sharp, so let's round it up using the same technique. One anchor point there, another one right here, and delete this one. Nice. Now this one is not perfect. It is not sharp, but it is still a little too corny. I'm gonna say that. Now this one is going to be fixed by changing these things here. I don't know what these are called exactly. I just call them rods. I'm pretty sure that name is wrong though. Yeah, that is good. Let's see about this part over here. Anchor point, and delete that one. Oh, wait a second. It does not look bad if I delete that anchor point I just did. This whole side of the leg curves like that, and it doesn't look bad, but anatomically speaking, I don't think that is quite correct. Let's check the sketch again. Yeah, I think that inwards curve should actually still be there. So let's restore this, and there's kind of a mishmash of corners going around here. What if I delete this? Okay, this might work. Let's expand that one, retract this one a little bit. And let's bring this one just very slightly to the side, like that. Make a new anchor point here, and delete this one. Okay, now that seems to be more correct now. It can be a bit better though. Let's bring this up a little bit more. It really does not look as good with the final line art as it does on the sketch for some reason. And maybe I should bring this inwards curve further down a little more. Maybe that is a problem. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to drag this anchor point. Actually, let's leave that as it is. Let's move these around. That somehow looks worse. Yeah, perhaps it is going to be better if I simply don't have that anchor point here at all. But still, I do feel like that curve that I was talking about should still be here somewhere. Let me try again, but this time after having moved the line just like I did. Let's adjust this one so we don't have any corners here like there was before, and let's curve it this way a little more. Yes, I know I am creating a corner there. Hopefully I will be able to mitigate that little issue very shortly. Let's make an anchor point here, another one here, and delete this one. Okay, that's a bit better. Let's see about this here. Anchor point there, delete this one. Yeah, guys, I think I did it. Let me just confirm something here. Yeah, okay, that is fine. I think I did it, but I still feel at the same time that this could be better. And I just made it better. Excellent. Okay, so this leg is basically complete now. We need to pointify. And again, for those of you who do not remember or do not know what the hell am I talking about when I say pointify something, or pointification, that is when you see this end over here, where this line here, his jaw line, it ends in a very sharp end. This is what I call pointification. I want this line here and this line here, specifically these ends here as well as here, I want them to end in a sharp end, just like this line over here. This one, this one, this one here at the base of his ear, all of these lines, I want them to end in a sharp end. So that is a process that I call pointification, turning these flat ends into sharp ends. So let's turn this line to blue so I have some contrast. That way I can see what the heck I am doing. And let's draw a new line. This is going to be basically a triangle. Let's have an anchor point go right here and curve it to here. The other end will go here and meet with the original anchor point. Let's change this to hairline, convert everything to curve. Now I have to make this triangle become, not become, that is a wrong word. I gotta make it curve so it matches the blue line. The intention here being that this triangle shall basically merge with the blue line, so both of them will look like the same line. So, you know, it should look like it's just one single line instead of two things here. So this corner here, the black line, it needs to align with the blue line there. These two must match as closely as possible. Okay, there's some blue showing there, but over here there is none, and then it curves down. That seems to be fine. Let's curve this a little bit more. No, undo that. Now over here I gotta do the same thing that I did up there. Gotta make the black line match the blue line as closely as possible. Oops. A little bit more here, and that should be fine. This is a bit too pointy though. How can I make this a little better? Let me try this way. Now this end here is too flat. Undo that. Let's bring this anchor point up. Oh, hold on. Gotta undo this one. There we go. Now, clearly I have messed up the whole thing. So now I have to fix it. There. Oops. This anchor point needs to come down a little bit more. Yeah, there we go, that's better. I see some blue poking out over there, but I don't think I should bother with that as of yet. First, let's focus on getting this curve done correctly. And I think I did it. Okay, let's fill this former triangle with black and add an anchor point on the blue right here. This is what I call the cut point. Remove that. And okay. Now there is this end going beyond the blue line there. That is wrong. That is not supposed to be there. So let's fix that by making a new anchor point right here, another one right here, and removing this one on the very corner. And voila! Now, if I turn the blue line back to black, as we can see, now it looks like one single line that just ends on a sharp end, and that, my friends, is what I call pointification process, whatever. I made up this term. But regardless, That's it. Now I gotta repeat that process for this point over here and this point over there. So let's convert that line to blue and do the same thing. Now these ones should be easy. Easier than that one anyway. Let's put the first anchor point right here. Bring it down to about here. And bring this one there and there. Hairline. And do the same thing. Okay, I think this one is pretty much done. Let's find a good point to cut the blue line. And it would be about here. Maybe. But there's some blue showing here. I think we're gonna have a corner poking. Yep, we do, right there. Let's try and fix that by bringing this anchor point from the black a little up. I think I have achieved perfection on that one. Okay, that is an exaggeration, but it is pretty good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's move on to this one. And this one is going to be the last for this leg. Let's put this anchor point here and the other one there far away. There we go. Now do the curve. Curve this one also. Bring this one to there. The cutout point for the blue line will have to be around here somewhere, which means I will have to hide this portion of the blue line using black, because that must not be visible. Otherwise, when I cut the blue line, I'm just going to end up with a corner. With a corner poking out, kind of like this one here, you see? And that is just not ideal. It will break the illusion that these two are a single line. And that is almost correct. Almost. So close. So close to getting this right. Actually, I might have to have the cut point over here instead of over there. So let's do this. There's still some blue showing here. That is not good. I'm gonna have to bring this anchor points to this side a little bit more. That way I can curve this part a little bit more. There. I'm gonna have to bring this down a little bit, because that point is way too pointy. It's going way too out there. Okay, now there's a corner here. Am I messing this up by trying to fix it? It's like one of those situations in which the more I try to fix, the worse it becomes. Okay, I think I got it. Fill this with black. And the cut point will go here. Make the blue black. And there we go. That is a leg. All done. Shall I group this together? Yes, but not yet. Let's save. Always remember to save your progress frequently, my friends. Whatever you are doing, always save your progress. Let's draw this line here. Now this one is going to be really easy. I will start it from this line over here though. And let's have it go all the way to here. That way I will be certain that I will be drawing this line with the exact curvature that it is supposed to have. And yes, I do know that parts of this line are showing behind, through the legs, and that is fine because I'm just going to cut the parts that are showing through. I just need the entire line so I can get the curvature correct. Okay, that should be fine. Let's make an anchor point right here. Remove that one there. And let's make another one here and remove that one there. Okay, so now I have just this line. Can make it black again. And let's draw his right back leg. For this line here, to spare me the trouble of pointifying the ends, I could use just one single line with multiple anchor points. It is going to be a little troublesome to get the shape and size / thickness correct, but it should spare me some trouble with the pointification. Peerless Dragon, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? Let's change this to hairline thickness. Yeah, this is going to work. Hopefully. It must work. Let's put this here. Is it hot where you live now, pianist? Just as hot as it is where I live? I hope not. Because, good God, is it hot here? I'm dying. Okay, now let's just put this one in place. And there we go. That is the basic. Of course, this is not good. So now let's do the adjustments that this requires. So this is actually going to look like the leg. Got a job with weekends off, so hopefully I'll be around for more streams. That is awesome, pianist! Congratulations! What job have you got, if I may ask? Hopefully it's something that you enjoy doing. Also, something important here. Because I am using multiple anchor points with a line basically going around to simulate one single line like this one, I have to make this look the same thickness as the other lines. Otherwise, it is going to look wrong. Wrong and weird. And we don't want that around here. Prep 3D models for 3D printing. That sounds awesome. I wish I knew how to make 3D models. I once tried to learn Blender on my own, but I was completely lost. And then I decided, hey, why don't I just download a few 3D models and I don't know, maybe look them and try to figure out how they were made and the tools and that sort of stuff. But every model that I loaded a completely different set of tools and interface on Blender, and I was even more lost. And then I give up. I still want to learn 3D modeling though. I would love if I could make a 3D model of my dragon Michael Braveheart and one of Silvertrot, which ironically is this character that I am drawing lines for right now. And if I could make myself a 3D model to use on Garry's Mod as a player model, that would be even greater. Okay, this seems a bit more correct, but I feel like there's a little bit of a corner here. It is very subtle, but it is there. Well, was. This anchor point needs to go up a tad, like this. And let's remove that and that. Let's curve this a bit more. Actually, I might need those anchor points around there. That way, I can curve this a bit more, and this, actually no, that makes it worse because now I have a flat side over here and here. I hate when I run into situations like this where the more I try to fix it, the worse it looks. It is my N3ds Max. John uses CAD program that I've never heard of. So it was an interesting first week. I tried to learn Blender, but I haven't gone back to it. Yeah, those programs, I only know them by name. I do know, however, that CAD is usually the most used for projects, specifically engineering and architecture stuff, because it is more technical. I think I don't really know what I'm talking about. I know nothing, pretty much nothing about this sort of stuff. Okay, this is mostly fine. The curvature is correct, but this area is a little too thick. It's thicker than this one here. Let's try and sort that out. Bring this down. Right, oops. Bring that down. Catch all for. Ah, so I was right. It is indeed for more technical stuff. Years ago, when I was working at a computer repair shop, we had a few clients. This was like circa 2008, between 2007 and 2012. We had a few clients who did some more technical work using CAD. I think the program they used was AutoCAD. But anyway, these clients, they seriously needed that program, but they didn't want to pay for the program. And I'm pretty sure I can say this now, but I wish I had $2 for every single time that I had to install a cracked version of AutoCAD on those computers. And for the record, I was not the one who pirated the program. They just brought in the pirated software and just said, hey, here, install it. And of course, we always did give warnings to them, saying, hey, you should not be doing this. That is a very important program for your job. You should actually think of buying the license, that sort of stuff, because if you get caught, you are going to be in trouble, that sort of stuff. But they just simply did not care at all. And then again, to be fair, I don't think anything ever happened. So that's that, I guess. Also, just realized that this anchor point wasn't on the wrong spot. But now I'm gonna have to redo this whole section here. How fun! And I say how fun, kind of ironically, because if you guys know me, doing vectors, although I do love doing vectors, this part of the art is not my favorite. Vectors, I have said this many times before, but vectors, they are not difficult. Yeah, the end result they deliver is great, but they are so freaking time consuming. They take so much time to do. And that is what bothers me about doing them. I mean, about using vectors for my art. It takes so much time. I think that might be one of the reasons why coloring, shading, and the actual drawing of the sketch are my top favorite parts of doing the art. I mean, of doing art, not doing the art. Okay, I think I am going somewhere with this. Let's bring this down a bit. And other than the thickness of this area here, this seems to be quite good now. I've managed to improve the thickness, but now that point went way too far up. Undo that. Fine, let's leave it like this. I can live with that. Now let's just make sure this line is not poking out in any way. Okay, it isn't. Good. Let's save. Very well. Excuse me, pardon me. Now for this part of the leg, I'm actually going to use just a single line. Also, I have spent more time drawing this one with a line going around using multiple anchor points than I certainly would have if I had used just a single line and just simply pointified both ends here. So if my idea was to save time doing this way, I was a fool. I was a big fool. But hey, what is done is done. Let's have this anchor point right here on this corner. Now this one being a single line, it will be pointified. Let's put an anchor point there and end this one right there. 3 pixels thickness. Convert everything to curve. And let's curve it. Oh, I love this song. I see that I'm gonna have to apply a little patch over there, it seems. Yes, I definitely will. It's fine. That's not going to be difficult. Okay, that seems fine. Let's make a new anchor point here because I'm going to need it. By the way, you might have noticed that sometimes, all the time actually, every time I create a new anchor point by clicking on the line, double clicking on the line, I always bring the mouse over to here and click this option. I do that because otherwise if I don't, when I try to change these rods on each side of the new anchor point, like if I want to change just this side here, this curve, that happens. It moves both sides at the same time. So by clicking here, I can just move one side without affecting the other. So that's why I do that. And now you know. So let's make a new one there. And one here. Now I should be able to eliminate. Yep, there we go. That. Let's instead move these anchors. Not these. These are not anchors. These are rods. Well, probably not. I just call them rods because I do not know what they are called. And yeah, I guess that's right for now. Let me check the sketch here real quick. Okay. Just confirming something. Let's make an anchor point here. And curve this up a bit. I think it is supposed to be like that. I hope it is. I mean, it seems to be on the sketch. And again, it could be that I just drew it wrong. That is a possibility. Let's make an anchor point there and one here. Nice. Now that looks better. And this one goes away. Now let's do this part of the leg before I try to do any more fixes down there. What happens if I remove this anchor point? You know, that actually looks pretty good. It does look pretty good. So now let's pointify that end and then draw the last line for this leg. I am going to make the first anchor point, the one that is going to be the very edge, the very end of the line. I'm going to make it very down here, unlike I have ever done before, because I feel that I'm going to run into a little issue with the distance in which the point is going to reach. Hopefully not, but kind of feel like I will. Let's find out. Oh, I'm going to have to double curve this one. Interesting. Maybe I was wrong on my assumption. Was I? Let's put this here. By the way, I will be clearing my throat quite frequently today, so I hope you guys don't mind much. I don't know why, but the past few days I have been having this need to clear my throat frequently. It's probably because the air is too dry. Humidity has been very low these past few weeks over here. Let's have this anchor point here removed. And bring this down a little more. Aha! Yeah, see, the line is going far. That is what I was fearing. I haven't really gotten to that point exactly yet, but it's almost happening. And that's just not good. Let's make an anchor point here. Now I have a flat side on both sides. That's not good. Let me try to mitigate that a little bit. Maybe if I curve this a little bit more, which means I have to move this anchor point to there. Curve it in like this. There is improvement, but I kind of feel like it is almost marginal. Okay, you know what? Let's do the cut. There's a corner here. Why is there a corner there? There should not be a corner there. Now that's worse. Undo that. Okay, let's try and do the cut and see if I got it or not. Doesn't look like there's any blue there or here, so let's do the cut right here. Yeah, okay, that looks fine. Let's make these two here blue so I can see what the heck I'm doing. And let's patch this little gap over here. Now this one should be really easy. Just draw a single line like this. And curve it like so. Let's bring this inside the blue line a little more. And wait a second. Let's put this here. There we go. That should be good. Let's make the black, the blue black again. And voila! That is done. Nice. Let's save. And now just one more line. Actually, just two more lines. Yes, just two more lines, and then I will be able to draw his neck bandana. And then this part here is going to be done. Let's draw now this part over here. Let's make one single line. This one is not going to require pointification on this end here, because that end is going to be covered by the layer of the tail. And as a matter of fact, I am actually going to draw another line going up to draw his back. This goes here. Anchor point there. Curve this in. His anchor point is 2 over there. Let's bring it over here. Yes, that's better. That seems to be fine. Let's make an anchor point here and delete that one. What happens if I delete this one? It messes up I knew that was going to happen. Just needed to see how bad it would be. And it turns out it was actually pretty bad. Well, maybe not too bad, but still bad enough. Alright, so that line is done. Now let's continue. Oh, hold on. There we go. Let's put the single point right here. And now I can continue with the same line and draw his back. Now this one is going to end right there. See, this here is what I was talking about. It is going to look terrible on the layer itself, but because the tail is going to be on a layer above this layer here, this part looking bad is not really going to be a problem because it will be hidden by the base of the tail. This part here is back, however, this I do have to get right. Because this here is going to be visible. Let me drink some water. Okay, and that looks pretty good. Let's draw his neck bandana next. For the neck bandana, perhaps I should use a smaller thickness for the line. Maybe thickness number 2? Yeah, let's try number 2. Let's start down here. Make a point there. And there. There? Should I make it there? Oh yeah, sure, what the heck, why not? Let's preemptively make an anchor point there, just in case I actually need it. And same thing for this one. And now adjust everything. Nice, that is looking nice. Maybe a little bit changing on this side here. And pull this down just a little bit. Yep, that seems fine. And that can go away. Okay, now there's a corner here. Let's remove the corner. That is better. Let's make this a little rounder. And then presto. That is done. Let's draw this line. Just one single line. What the hell? What just happened? How did I do that? What the hell's going on here? That was weird. Okay. That goes like that. And that seems good. Now let's draw this knot. I'm going to convert this line to blue because this section of the line will have to be removed. So it's best if I can see where exactly the line is intersecting with the lines of the knot. Let's begin with an anchor point right there. Go like this. And here and there. It has a similar shape to the shape of stereotypical tree leaves. At least the ones that I learned to draw when I was in school, back in elementary school. God, that was so long ago. Kind of miss those times, to be honest. I have the faint impression that there is a corner here in this area, but maybe I am just being paranoid. Okay, let's remove this corner right here. Yep, that seems fine. Bring this down a bit more. Yep. Okay. That... Should it be this way? Should it be this way? Yeah, actually without this anchor point, even though the line itself doesn't really match the sketch, this way it does look a bit better. Let's just eliminate this very corner here, because although it could stay there, being this cloth, I don't really see a reason for this to be this sharp of a corner. So let's round it up like this. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's draw this line, which is this thingy over here. Oh, I see something there. What if I curve? Whoa, my god. Let's make an anchor point here. What if I curve this like so? And do this. Nah. Forget about that. It's fine this way. Okay, so now for this line, I'm going to need something really thin. Thinner than the hairline thickness. Which means I'm going to have to use a little trick over here. So let's draw this triangle of sorts. Change it to hairline thickness. Give it a shape. And as you can see, if this is way too thick, it goes way too far. It's not ideal. So let's fill it with color black and remove the outline. Now I have the thickness that I needed. Also, how far does this go? Not far, but it does have a different direction. There, it goes more like this. Yeah. Now this one is going to have to go over here. And curve. Almost got it. Almost got it. There, that should work. Let's do the same thing with this one here. Move it there a bit. Curve. Let's curve this up a bit more. This, let's go there. Aha, there we go. That looks great. It does look that like this is actually the exact same line that is going around here. And the line just goes around and whoop, goes over here. Nice. There kind of seems to be a little bump over there though. Oh yeah, there is. How can I mitigate that without messing things up? I don't think I can. There's the maximum zoom also. Let's try making a new anchor point here. And no, that is not going to be possible. Not without messing up stuff. Unless I change this anchor point here, which defines the corner that is going around here. Yeah, see, that's what's happening there. Let's try bringing this a little closer to the edge of the blue. Okay, that seems to be the closest I can get it to. Yeah, I think I can improve this, but I don't really think it is going to be worth the trouble. Besides, it is barely noticeable. If I still notice this on the PNG file in Photoshop, then I'm just gonna use the eraser on Photoshop to trim a little bit of that black over here, a little bit of the black line. Anyway, let's do the rest of this knot. Now for this here, I think I'm going to use the same technique that I have used for this line. I can't see the line. Oh no, I can't see the line. There we go, that's a little better. Close curve? What? Ah, there we go. I forgot to select the anchor points. Derp. I really like this song. This song, for the record, little fun fact. Back in 2000 when? 17-ish? Maybe 16? I can't remember. Sometime around that time. I was feeling rather depressed, very sad, because of a, let's say, situation with some quote-unquote friends. And this song, somehow, is what managed to help me move on from that and overcome how I was feeling. The lyrics are rather sad though, but I don't know, it worked. If you don't mind, I'm actually gonna sing this. Let me raise up the volume a little bit and start over. It's not like I have much to say about this thing that I'm doing here anyway. I started wrong. Is this to be louder? Ponytail, I was in love with you, but I'm trying something new. You don't need me now. Oops. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew that we'd both lose, and you've let me down. It's time to say goodbye, 'cause I've learned how to fly. Don't wanna see you anytime soon. All tensions thin out here in this cool atmosphere. So I'll be living here on the moon. La da 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 da. 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 Look at me, trotting here on my own. I mean, look how far I've flown. You don't need me. Oh, I messed up the lyrics. It's already growing on me. Come to think of it, you never see me again. Don't even ask me how I've been. Don't even think about me. No. It's time to say goodbye, 'cause I've learned how to fly. Don't wanna see you anytime soon. All tensions thin out here in this cool atmosphere. So I'll be living here on the moon. Here on the moon. I have to swap from a single line here to one with multiple anchor points because of the thickness. It was too thick. Although I suppose I could have used 1 pixel thickness here. That could have worked. This is no game of hide and seek. I guess I just need time to think. So face the facts, 'cause I won't go back. It's time to say goodbye, 'cause I've learned how to fly. Don't wanna see you anytime soon. All tensions thin out here in this cool atmosphere. So I'll be living here on the moon. Not playing hide and seek. I just need time to think. So I'll be thinking here on the moon. La da da da. La da da da. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da 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 da da. La da da da. I love the song, and I have actually learned the lyrics completely, entirely. I can actually sing the song without fault. I did falter because I am paying more attention to the... I mean, it's not that I am paying more attention to the picture that I am working on here, but I am paying enough attention to the picture, enough to actually distract me from the lyrics. So that's why I stumbled upon a few words here and there. I promise you that is the reason. And I still have that crazy idea of playing a karaoke game at some point on a stream. That is going to be so freaking embarrassing. But still, it should probably be fun. Even for songs I've sang 100 times, I'll mix up the lyrics. Yeah, I know, right? It happens. It is a lot easier to happen when you are distracted doing something else. So that is my defense. Okay, so I have just done a little patch over here, and I think I have patched wrong. Yeah, I have. I definitely did this patch kind of wrong. And by the way, the karaoke game that I'm talking about, it's this here. What is that? My Little Karaoke. And yes, this is all songs based on My Little Pony. The reason for that is actually two reasons. Well, three. The first reason is these songs, most of them do not have a copyright, not one that is going to cause a claim on Twitch or YouTube. The second reason is I really like these songs, and these are the songs that I know how to sing. And the third reason is... Wait, was there a third reason? Well, if there wasn't one, then I'm gonna make up one. The third reason is that's the one that I have. That's the karaoke game thingy that I have. So, yeah, that's it. So if I ever do that, it is going to be that game. Also, what the frick am I trying to do here? Okay, I know what the frick I'm trying to do here. I need this. Oh, I didn't convert this to curve. I thought. Okay. Oh, wait. What? I'm confused. To curve. There we go. I thought I had converted these to curve already. Huh. Okay. So yeah, if I ever do make that crazy stream that I'm talking about, it is going to be that game. And besides, regardless of the fact that those are going to be mostly basically pony songs, I mean, you wouldn't really be watching for the songs. You would be watching just to see me embarrass myself. And besides, regardless, I mean, trust me, all of those songs are good, and a lot of them actually, you would have no idea that they are pony based, inspired if I didn't tell you, because a lot of the songs, even these songs that are playing in the background here right now, the lyrics in them don't really talk about ponies. Not like in a way that you would easily identify that, hey, this song is about ponies. Yeah, it doesn't. Which is actually interesting, because once I recommended a song to a friend, and I didn't say that it was pony based, but it was basically an MLP song. They really enjoyed the song. They hate MLP, and that's actually the reason why I sent them that song. They really enjoyed the song, and they almost had an aneurysm when I told them that it was an MLP song. They were like, what the hell? But yeah, fun times. Okay, so that's what I was trying to do. This line here is gonna have to end inside this one over here. So it is hidden, but now I'm gonna have to change this to be more like that. I feel like some get that way with Homestruck music. There is Homestruck music? What? Also, Homestruck is still a thing? I mean, nothing against. I tried reading that thing, but it's not quite my cup of tea, if you know what I mean. But I had no idea there was Homestruck music. Interesting fact. Interesting. I guess I learned something today. Okay, I think I have done quite good progress with this knot. Let's save. I just saved. Just gotta do the other thing over there, and I should be done with this layer. It's been over for a while now. But yeah, there's a lot of original music for it. Interesting. Well, I suppose it makes sense. Yeah, it should make sense. I probably should not be surprised by that fact, because I do know that that's a thing. I say thing because all I know about that is that it was a comic series, a web comic series. I don't know if it went beyond that in terms of the original stuff, you know, stuff made by the actual creator. So, but I digress. I do know that it had a very faithful and active community, or fandom, I should say. So yeah, I suppose it's not. I should not be surprised that there were songs about it. I mean, what doesn't have songs nowadays, right? Everything gets fan songs, which is fair. I have seen even some, what's it called again? Undertale songs, also on YouTube, so there's that. Let's change this to hairline thickness. Convert everything to curve. There we go. And there we go, that is done. Well, almost actually, because I just realized this part here actually must end on the blue line, because these are going to be on the same layer. So let's attach all of this to the blue line. Oops. And there we go. Almost. There's this happening over here. Can I mitigate that by just eliminating this? Well, I can, but then I create a gap over there. Well, at least that one is easier to fix. All I gotta do is do a little patch like this. So let's bring this down. Gotta have this corner match the blue line as much as possible. And that should work. Now let's curve this up. Bring this down a little bit. And there we go. That should be patched. Yep, perfect. Yeah, oh, I forgot. I gotta draw these lines inside, because those are supposed to represent and give the idea that the cloth that is that neck bandana it actually has wrinkles. Also, I gotta delete a chunk of this blue line right here. There we go. Now let's make that blacken. There we go. There we go. Now that is correct. Excellent. Let's trim for a second there. Yeah, apparently my internet died momentarily. I apologize for that. I hate it when that happens. At least it came back quickly. In any case, you didn't miss much. I saw a creeper earlier. Yes, indeed, you saw a creeper. I am drawing I am drawing two of my pony characters, Silvershot and his brother, Thunder Skies. This is actually a recycling of an idea that I had many years ago, and that I then decided to, for reasons that I rather not mention now because they're kind of personal, I decided to cancel the picture. But then, like a couple years ago, more or less, I decided to rescue the idea and still make it, but differently from what I had originally based the idea on. So the original picture, which I started... Where's the date of this thing? Okay, the original thing was conceived in 2012. And this is basically the original sketch I drew at the time, but then I decided to cancel this picture. And then I decided to draw it again, but this time differently from the very original. I mean, there was a personal reason why I decided to cancel this, but I didn't want to throw away the whole concept, so I decided to recycle it, and I ended up swapping the characters for a few reasons. One, it would not make very much sense to have dragons next to a creeper and feel threatened by it, so have my two ponies would make more sense for that, at least in terms of size. And also because I kind of wanted to redraw the whole thing altogether. So, well, bottom line is, I recycled the idea. Now it has no relations to how the idea came to be in the first. I don't know how to explain that. It is not making any sense anymore. The point is, the idea basically is that we have these two characters. They are in Minecraft. Probably early game because they don't have any armor. They are mining, and Thunder Skies, which is this little guy over here, he's hearing a creeper about to explode. So you know when a creeper is about to explode, they go psss, and boom, you know. So he says, "Hey, I think I hear one of those green creatures." And Silvershot, who is his brother, right next to him, but facing the other direction, is actually seeing the creeper that is about to explode, and right on his face, actually. And that's basically what I'm drawing here. I am on the stage of drawing the final line arts with vectors here on Quarter Draw, so that's what you are seeing here right now. I am drawing the lines for Silvershot, which is this little guy here, with the lighter shade of gray on his coat. He is in front of Thunder Skies over here because I had to bring his sketch forward so I can see everything. I can see his entire body, so I can draw all of those lines. But when I'm done with him, I'm gonna invert and bring forth Thunder Skies instead. So it's gonna look more or less like this. But yeah, that's basically what I am working on right now. Also, there's another reason why I am drawing his entire body, even though, as you can see here, most of his body is actually hidden by Thunder Skies. The reason for that is because I want to start with YCH commissions. And for those of you who do not know what the heck a YCH commission is, YCH stands for your character here. So I don't really understand yet, not exactly, completely, fully, how this works, but from what I have researched so far, basically a person pays a given price or goes on a bidding, to have their character in a given picture. So I essentially draw a picture, have it unfinished, and especially the characters. So the people who might want to have their character in that picture, they pay that given price, and then I draw their characters in that picture, and then I draw a final version of that picture and upload it. So essentially, I can be drawing the exact same picture several different times, but every time with a different set of characters. So for this first original one, I'm gonna be having Thunder Skies and Silvertrot, but people will be able to have their characters in place of Thunder and Silvertrot. So there are some voices in the background. I think someone forgot that I am live streaming. So if you guys excuse me, I'm gonna give them a reminder. Be right back.
Someone tell me, someone show me, someone let me know who I'm supposed to be. If you know me, you can take me to the deep blue sky, over the big blue sea. I know where I'll be. Oh please, I can dream. I'm lost and behind, but I found my light.
Okay, I am back. I also took the opportunity to use the bathroom real quick, so I apologize for that, my friends. The thing is, that's one of the things that I have to deal with. I mean, basically everyone, I suppose, but have to deal with when it comes to living with someone else. And anyway, now the thing is, and this I find this quite frustrating actually. When people, I'm not going to specify anyone here, but when people here in this house needs silence to record something, I am as quiet as a kitten. Well, not as a kitten, because kittens usually meow for their moms, but the point is, I am usually as quiet as a cat. As a cat sleeping, I should say. Because I respect their need for silence, but when I am the one who needs the silence to do these live streams, or even just a recording or offline, nobody respects that. And most of the time I have lots of noises in the background, people walk in, drop stuff, talk loudly. My brother, for example, He often comes into the room and just starts talking, and he's extremely loud. And yeah, it's just frustrating. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about here. So I want to start making YCH commissions. And I hope that I'm gonna sell any, because I still haven't sold any commissions since I reopened for commissions back in September 2020. I actually only had one single order. So hopefully this might actually sell something. Now, of course, Pink Ponies is actually going to be, if it receives any attention at all, it's going to be from the brownie community, if any at all. But I like drawing ponies, so who cares? But yeah, I don't know yet for how much I'm gonna sell these lots here for the characters. But I thought, before I continue this, I was thinking maybe to, where's my commission sheet? Here. I have been thinking to maybe price the characters around this price range here, which is what I have for already do for actual commissions, between $45 and $55. Because I don't know if that is going to be fair. I don't really understand. The thing is, it is quite a bunch of work to draw and to shade them. So if I do a soft shaded version of this for the YCH commissions, I might charge $55 or maybe $50. Yeah, give a little discount there for every single character with the soft shading version, and maybe we could do 50 actually for the hard shaded ones. Now these are flat shaded, they have no shading here, but I do want to give shading, so add a little extra to 45 for the hard shading. So yeah, I haven't decided this yet. I'm still trying to work this out. But I might charge 50 for hard shading, and actually could do 60 for the soft shading. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Point is, I want to do YCH commissions, and if I do that, I'm going to start with this picture. So yeah, that's basically the idea. These two ponies are mining, and a creeper is coming. That's the whole shabam. Okay, going back to this, let's see what's next. Let me drink some water. Right, the wrinkle lines on the neck bandana. I will need a very, very thin line for this. So let's try it this way. Do the line arts with vector lines is something very advantageous. The results are really good when I need to work with these lines in Photoshop. It makes the job, all the jobs in Photoshop a lot easier. Now the problem, it's not really a problem, but the thing with vector lines is that they are very time consuming to get done. And that is the thing that I don't like about them. Simply the fact that they are time consuming, takes so long to get done. But the end results are definitely worth it. At least I think so. Given the way I work, how I do shading and coloring, oops, I moved way too much there. My current skill set, yeah, it is worth At least for the time being anyway. I do need to improve my skills though. Because I'm pretty sure I could dismiss this stage of the work entirely and save time if I can figure out a better way to do the final line arts. Now, of course, I can't freehand them on Photoshop, which is something that I used to do years ago. The problem with that is it also would take a lot of time, because I would have to draw a line and then the line doesn't come out right, and then I'm gonna have to undo and draw it again, and then again, and then again, and again, and again, and again, several times until I would get the line right. And that in itself is also extremely time consuming. And if I'm honest, it's actually frustrating also. That, in fact, is the main reason. Well, maybe not the main reason, but one of the main reasons why I switched to using vectors like this. They are easier to do, easier to work with, they're just time consuming. Though, again, compared to just drawing the lines freehand on Photoshop or any other drawing software, I suppose it's still... I'm still... What is the word that I'm trying to think here? Not benefit. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. My brain stopped working. Point is, in terms of how much time I'd spend freehanding the final line arts, and how much time I spend drawing the line arts with vectors like this, I don't know. I think these might take less time. At least I don't have to be doing them over and over again until I get them right. I just essentially draw them once and then move stuff around until the line is right. Okay, that there seems fine. Now let's draw this one here. Now, even with the thinnest thickness available here, this is way too thick, so I'm having to delete the outline of these lines and work with just the filling. That way it still looks like a line, but it is much thinner. Just the thinness that I need. Wonderful. Now this one kind of pokes beyond the shoulder right here. So let's try and do that. There we go. I'm gonna have to be doing the trick with the outline for all of these. There we go. And there we go. That is good. The problem with this particular line is that when I am coloring the line arts in Photoshop, I'm gonna have to be very careful with the brush when I go over here, because this line over here, this shoulder line, is supposed to be a dark shade of gray. Not too dark, but dark. But these wrinkle lines, they're supposed to be red. And these lines, they intersect. So I gotta be mindful of that. Well, I will be mindful of that, it's just that I have to be careful to get them done right. That's the thing. Now, these two, they kind of meet right there. Should I do them both at once or separately? Probably separately. Yeah, I'm gonna do them separately. So let's begin with this one as a triangle like that. Hairline thickness, remove the outline, convert to curve. Did the music stop? It did not. Now this one is just quiet. Anyway, let's curve this like that. Curve this a little more here. And let's have the base over here be a little thicker. Let's bring the anchor point down a little bit more. There we go, that's better. That should excuse this curve a little better. Also, down here, this needs to go this way. And curve some more. Yeah, that looks much better. Now, this part here is not quite right, but since that is going to intersect with this other part that I'm going to be drawing now, it should not really be a problem. I hope so anyway. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to be doing some fixes there. So curve this up. Curve up a little more, and this one go inwards. Actually, I will have to do a little fixing here. No biggie. It actually looks better this way. There. Oops. Let's bring this down just a little bit. This is almost correct. Almost. Now it is correct. Well, almost. Almost still. Let's bring this down a bit more. Maybe not that down. And let's bring this one up just that little bit. A little bit of readjusting here. There we go. Now that is correct. And with that, let me save. I think this side of his body is complete. So let's group all of that together. Perfect. Excellent. Everything here seems to be correct. I really like how this knot came out. Looks very, very good. Okay, so that has been grouped together. Now let's save this as a PNG file, so then I can import that into Photoshop, because that is what I'm going to be using for this particular layer. So let's delete this. Let's delete everything that isn't that part of his body. Perfect. Is that a gap there? No, it's not. Let's see here. Export. Silvers, right. Actually, no, silvers, body. There. Silver's body, line art. Resolution 1000. And okay. Let's check if it has exported on the correct size. Silver's left side, Silver's head, Silver's body. So 2279, 2279, 1473, 1473, perfect. And this is what it looks like as a PNG file. Yes, it does have transparency, that is exactly what I need. Wonderful. So if I cycle through these files, we can see here Silver's body, there's his head with the neck, there's his horn, an ear, 2 legs, a piece of his mane, that's his teeth. And all of these, when I send them to Photoshop, each one of these are going to be one layer of their own. And once I assemble them in the correct order, everything should look just fine, and then we're gonna have a Silver like this, except less pixelated. Now let's undo all the deletions that I have done here, because I need to keep working here. Regroup this, color all of this gray so I know this is done and I do not mistake these lines for any others, and save again. For Silvertrot, I believe that now the only thing left to do is his tail. His very bushy, fluffy tail. Well, let's get going with his tail. How shall I do this? I think I'm going to begin with this line here, and this line is going to be a long one. We shall start here, corner there, go around, do the base of the tail, then go around down here, goes to this corner and ends right here. So let's get started. What is the thickness of the line I should use for that? Should use the same thickness that I have used for his goatee. And I think that is thickness number 2. Hope so. Let's do 2 anchor points there on the very base of his tail. And curve like this, I guess. And should be able to go all the way down here and then up here. Change the thickness to number 2. And now let's give this a shape. Let's begin with this long line here. There we go. Now this. Yeah, that seems fine. Curve this over here. Let's make an anchor point there because I will need this anchor point. Same thing over here. As for this one, this will be a double curve. It will curve in 2 different directions. Just like so. That seems fine. Okay, I have now the basic shape of the tail done. Let's fix the corners. So right here, for example, and here, we have a sharp-ish corner. We have to remove that because it needs to be rounded. Yeah. Same thing over here. And here. Let's adjust these. And now I should be able to delete these anchor points in the middle. And that is looking great. Excellent. Let's just do this one here, and I should be done with this part of his tail. Let's delete that. Maybe this anchor point might need to go away also. Let's find out. Yeah, no, that stays. It stays untouched. There. And save. Okay, that is looking great. I do have one doubt, however. Here's the thing. In the G4 generation of the My Little Pony show, the style in which those ponies are drawn, I think the tail, their tails start completely, like for example, if Silvertrot's tail here is all brown, this whole thing is going to be brown, even here at the very base. However, and I have seen many fans drawing this way, in real life, a horse's tail is actually essentially just a little, not exactly a nub, but it is actually very short. It's just something kind of like this. And the big stuff that we see as the tail is actually just a bunch of hair, a bunch of fur growing very long from that little tiny tail they have. But the point is, at the base of the tail, usually you see a part of that tail from which the hair fur grows from, and I have seen that being drawn on ponies before, not on the show but by fans. So my question, and I have never drawn a pony from this angle before, so it's kind of awkward also. The point is, yeah, it would kind of look like that, sorta. My question is, should I draw that? I mean, it does add a little bit more realism to the anatomy of the character. Not that I am trying to achieve realism here, no, this is a cartoon character. But anatomy-wise, it is correct. It does look natural. I just don't know if I should draw that. Because I have never drawn a pony from this angle before. I'm gonna draw this line and see what it looks like. What would that look like on the sketch? Let me open this for editing. Let's copy Silver from here. Let's flip him. Give me the curved line. And if I do draw it, could look something like this. stuff like this is one of the reasons why I like to draw, not to draw, but to color the line art. I mean, not the line, the sketch also. At least to some extent. Now let's make that blue black. Yeah, like I said, anatomically speaking, that is correct. It just looks strange, or maybe it looks strange because I'm not used to drawing any ponies from this angle here. What if I do it this way, with a line coming from where the flank line meets the tail line? Yeah, that does look fine from an anatomy standpoint. It just looks kind of strange. I could go on the internet and look at some references to make sure that I am doing this right, just in case I am not doing this right, and that might be the reason why I'm finding this weird. But if there's something that I have learned from being on the internet for over 20 years, is that you don't look for pictures of butts on Google. You know what I mean. And I mean, to find pictures from this angle that I can use as a reference, I mean, I would have to use some terms, and the problem is, although I would find stuff that would be fine, like this silver child that I drew here, about 90% of the results would be not fine stuff. And stuff that I cannot show on the stream is stuff that I am not willing to see myself. So let's just say screw this line and let's not do that. I'm gonna need some more. Sure you can. The internet is a very dangerous place sometimes. Then again, what I could do instead is going into my own collection of pictures, because those I am 100% sure are fine, because I only collect stuff that is fine. Let's see, ponies. Now the problem is, find stuff like that in here. I mean, there are some pictures from ponies seen from that perspective, anatomically correct, that have that little line showing a piece of their tail from which the long hair grows from. But there are so many pictures in my collection, like seriously, this folder alone, I have 3 folders for ponies, okay? I have one for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, where I reunite all pictures that are from characters that appear in the show. So basically that's canon stuff. I have a new one for the new generation that I'm starting to fill up, and I have one for just OCs basically. And this folder alone has 8,195 files. That's 8,195 pictures. I'm not going to be looking through all of this. I'm just gonna glance around. If I find something real quick, then great. If not, I'm just gonna move on and give up on that idea. So far, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here's an example. This is what I'm talking about. Equine tails are actually like this. It's weird. And the big stuff that we see going down, like silver trots over here, that's all just fur that grows from this little nub over here. All grows long and goes down. So that's what I was talking about. Although in the show, we don't really see any of this in the ponies drawn there on that style. Many artists do draw a piece of this little tail, usually the down part here, because apparently that's how it works in real life. So yeah. That's very cute. So yeah, all of this, all growing from a little nub over here. Also, for the record, all of these pictures, all of them are copyright, all the credits go to the original artists. I don't take credit for any of these, and I do not upload these myself. These are not mine. Just making it clear, okay guys? They are here because they are awesome, and I want to be able to see them at any given time should I want to, regardless of having an internet connection or not. So that's why I have this collection. Yeah, it's not really going to be very easy to find something like that, is it? Maybe this one by Clara PL? No. I love this artist style. It's really cool, really cute. Oh my god, look at these little ponies over here. So cute. So guys, if you see something here that you like, do pay attention to the name of the artist. I always have the name of the artist along with the title they gave to the picture, so I can always know what the picture is called and by whom it was made. So if you guys like anything here and you would like to see it for yourself on their gallery, which you should, give them a fave or something like that. The name is showing here, and if you can see it, do ask me so I can see it for you. We cannot see that there. No. But I think this artist is one of the artists that do draw tails like that. I think. I could be wrong. There's so much cute in here. There's a lot of cute in here. Let's do a big scroll and see if we find something out there. If not, then I'm just gonna move on and abandon this idea. Is that Applejack? What is Applejack doing in this folder? Applejack is not supposed to be here. Let's cut this file and send it to the correct folder. So that is supposed to be here. This is AJ also. No, that's not AJ. The reason why I did that is because, like I said, each one of these three folders is specific for one kind of pony. Oh, sorta. One is for ponies from the show Friendship is Magic, the other is for ponies from the show A New Generation, and this one here is only for original characters made by fans. Yeah, I'm not gonna find what I'm looking for easily here. Yeah, let's abandon that idea for now. If I find something occasionally, I will see if I save that picture somewhere more easily, somewhere where I can find it more easily, so I can use that as a reference for the future. But I'm not gonna waste much time looking here. I am tempted to keep looking at these points though. They're cute. I like cute. Yes, I do love dragons. Dragons are my top favorite thing. But I like ponies too. That is adorable. I like ponies too, I like cute. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, did delete that line already. Fine. Let's save. Now let's draw the rest of the tail. Let's do this line here now. Now this is going to be one single line. That I will have to pointify the ends of. There we go. Oh, but wait a second. Wait a second. I am using 2 pixels of thickness for these lines. I don't really think that I'm going to have a very easy time pointifying the ends of this, because I don't think that it's going to be thick enough for pointification. Oh no. The alternative will be to draw a line going all around with multiple anchor points. But then I have to go through the same ordeal that I went through when I was drawing this line over here. Oh no. Okay, let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. If I had drawn this sketch on a higher resolution, I probably would not be in need of using such thin lines like this. I would be able to get away with thicker lines. Let's bring this down a bit. And this is almost correct. There. Let's make an anchor point here. And another one there. Delete this one. Okay, that is good. That works. Alright. This one must go there. Alright, now let's see if I can make the pointification of this stuff. I fear that I will have troubles with this. Let's use hairline thickness with this. I always use hairline thickness anyway. What am I saying? Yeah, see, hairline thickness is not far from the thickness of the line that I am drawing over. And that is a little bit of a problem. It doesn't give me much room to work with. Although this actually might work after all. It might actually work. What the heck? Okay, this anchor point needs to go down. Yeah, like that. This is going way too far. And it is way too flat also. That is not ideal. What if I make a new anchor point right here? Move this up like that. Expose a little more of the blue. No. That's not gonna work. Okay, I think I know what I will have to do here. Let's make a new anchor point right here. Delete that one. And when I work with this in Photoshop, I will have to use the eraser to trim out this line over here, because this is way too flat and way too long. For the moment, let's leave that like that and do this one. Let's see, let's make the first anchor point right here. Extend this one down there and go back up. Now convert to curves. There you go. Did I change the thickness to hairline? I did. It is just that thick. Well, it's not that this is thick. The line that I'm drawing over is too thin for this line. Write this down. Okay. Frick. I will need to bring this anchor point further down because the line is going way too far. And it is not supposed to go as far as it was going. Gotta cover the blue there. Whoa! That went extremely far. Why? Oh no. Okay. Okay. Let's put this here. That is not good. Like the one above there. This one. I will have to do some trimming with the eraser on Photoshop later. Yeah. Let's make this black. Yeah, I'll have to do some trimming there and there, but other than that, it is fine. Let's save. Always remember to save your progress frequently, whatever you are doing. Now this one here, this one is going to be extremely easy. Just one single line going across, and that's it. No need to no need for pointification of any sort. There. 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 Done. This one, I could do this one with multiple anchor points instead of just one single line. That would definitely spare me the trouble of pointifying these two ends here. And being essentially just a triangle, it actually should be a little easier to get the shape and the thickness done correctly. Yeah, let's do it that way. and see what happens, and then very likely regret all of my life choices. Let's begin with this over here, because this is the line for the outside. Let's put this anchor point there. Now this one. I kind of think that I might have to change this line from having an outline like this to using just the inside, the filling of the shape as the actual line, and completely remove the outline because of the thickness. I hope I am wrong. This anchor point needs to go over here. Oh my god, I hate when I misclick and unselect stuff like that. It's so time wasteful. Okay, this anchor point needs to go further up, because this corner is way too thick. Oh. Having the line match, intersect each other there, kind of helps in terms of the thickness. It's just not ideal. Let's bring this anchor point even further up. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Oops, wrong thing. Wait, is it? No, that was the right one. Oh, come on with that there. Seriously? Okay, that's not so bad. But clearly I will also have to do some trimming there. Crap. Fine. Okay, this is fine. Now let's sort out this part over here. I didn't even need to fill up the shape. But apparently I will have to do some trimming with the eraser in Photoshop on his entire tail, because this part here also needs some of that. I didn't want to do it that way. Let's do multiple anchor points on this one here also. I don't exactly regret my choice. I just wish I didn't have to resort to that. This one here should be the outer line. Yep. Did I just... okay. For a moment I thought I had made an anchor point there. That is not what I need right now. There. And there. That should be fine. And this here for the inner one. Let's bring this up there. You see, folks, you see why I say that doing vectors is quite time consuming. It definitely must not be as time consuming as just drawing the lines all over manually on Photoshop over these sketch lines, but it definitely costs some time. And there we go. I'm gonna have to trim over here as well, because that's the best I can do without messing up everything else. Yeah, that looks okay-ish. Now curve this. Okay, now that is going way too far. That is not good. And I think the only way I can properly fix this there is if I delete this anchor point here on the very corner. So let's make one here, another one there, and delete this one. And yeah, that seems to have worked. Because what this did is actually, as you can see here, it curved the black line. And okay, alright, that seems to be okay. Shall I do this last one in the same fashion? Well, I mean, if I just pointify this end, I'm gonna have to trim the point anyway, so I might as well do this. Might as well do it this way. I mean, let's go ahead and change the thickness right away. Put this over there. Let's draw, let's convert this to curve. Also, by the way, guys, let me tell you something. I'm gonna have to end the stream a little short today, so when I finish drawing this tail, I'm gonna have to go because I have just received a note from my father saying that my brother is not feeling well, so someone, in other words me, will have to drive him to see a doctor. So yay! Anyway, let's continue this and get this done. Wait a second, which one of these rods do I want? This one or this one? This one. Bring this up there. I think I'm going to need more anchor points around here somewhere. I'm quite certain. Let's make one right there. Yeah, that way I can actually manipulate this part of the line more freely. Let's draw this one. Bring this closer. There. This is not as good as I would like this to be, but it's not so bad either. Maybe maybe if I bring these lines further down like this a little bit more. That way this is curved a little more. And let's make an anchor point here and delete this one. Make it all black. Save. Let's group this together. Move it over here, let's see. Yeah, that is looking okay. It's definitely usable. Again, on Photoshop I will have to trim out this end here, this, and this with the eraser, because these lines are going way too far. They're way too long and there's no way I can fix that very easily. But other than that, should be fine. Let's export. Did I say legs export? Let's export this to a PNG file. Okay, oops. Select just this and that. Export. Silver's tail line art. Okay, let's confirm that it has been exported correctly. Okay, the size of the canvas is correct. Perfect. Doesn't look as bad on the PNG file, but I definitely still will need to do the trimming that I mentioned. Now let's bring back the stuff that I have deleted. There we go, change this to gray, so I know this tail is done. And that should be it for Silver Trot. I don't think I'm gonna need to do anything else on him. No, right, never mind, I will. Not now. Mostly when I am already in the coloring process, although I could do it during the vectorization process. But I will have to draw the... Oh my god, I forgot the word. The streaks he has on his mane and tail. That being these things here. This, going all the way around across his tail. I'm gonna do those with vectors also. However, they're gonna already be... I was gonna say they're gonna be in the color they have to be, but no, never mind that. Point is, I will have to draw those as well, and they're gonna be on a layer of their own. I don't actually have to do it this way. I can just paint them on Photoshop. It's just that this way is easier. It's just easier. But for now, Silver Trot is finished. He is complete. So let's bring Thunder Skies up front, because he's going to be the next that I will be vectorizing the lines for. Nice. I really hope this is going to look great when done. But for now, my friends, unfortunately, I'm going to have to finish to stop the stream a little short today, even though I haven't even reached the 3 hours minimum that I usually stream for on Sundays. Because, like I said, I got a note here saying that my brother is not feeling well and that I'm gonna have to drive him to see a doctor. So end of stream reminders, guys. I now have a Discord server available, so if you are a member of the Dragon Realms art group on DeviantArt, or if you are a subscriber to my Twitch channel here on Twitch, you are able to join. For this time being, the server is kind of limited to only members of the group and subscribers, but in the near future I will be making it public, so anyone can join at any given time. So if you are a member of the Dragon Realms art group or a subscriber here on Twitch, scroll down below the stream. You'll find links to join both the group or the server, the Discord server. Also, I play a different game every week on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I draw live on Sundays, just like today. The streams on Wednesday, they should start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The streams on Wednesday specifically, those are always in Portuguese. However, on Fridays and Sundays, the streams are always in English, just like today also. So if you don't speak Portuguese and you can't understand anything if you join the stream on Wednesday, that is the reason why. You're still welcome to join regardless. I will still respond to you in English if you don't speak Portuguese and you say something. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today, my friends. Again, I'm sorry for stopping the stream a little early. Hopefully nothing like this is going to happen again anytime soon. But yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed today's stream. I was gonna say streams. It's only one stream today. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you had fun. And thank you so much for joining. I wish you all an amazing evening, a great week, and until we meet again on the next stream, God bless you all, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one. See ya!
Some problems and we don't know what to do. You've come to find your feelings and exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you don't turn up. Don't bet on taking trips because they'll turn your trips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. Citrus can seem quite big if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I will not let them on my opinion of such enough. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the fact that if you could fix the failings of the current paradigm, we would have a hero who's supposed to be elusive and on time. Just on time. And then we would all contrive new conflicts, you know. So bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the show. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let them on my opinion. Stipulations placed before you to get all the things you really need. Mr. Big may make things hard, but you have got to plant your seeds. Go to war, fight more. Your dreams thrive by competition. You'll find no one famous ever got there just by flinching at their foes. Cling against the torment claw with all your might at what you know. Don't let go, just glow. Don't wait to play to indecision. Don't bet on taking trips because you've got to